Fox Sports. Davante Adams was asked about how the situation impacts him.
We established a lot together, so it would change a lot, man. Doesn't mean potentially I'd be gone, but I definitely have to do some extra thinking if my guy wasn't here. There's certain things that, I can't speak on specifics, but there's certain things that he wants and maybe the club wasn't so excited about living up to right away. That can affect a guy who's done so much for an organization. He's put his body and really laid his life on the line out there for that team, for his teammates and everything. So I've been behind him 100% throughout the whole thing.
Look, let's just be clear. If Green Bay were to lose Adams, it would be catastrophic. Last year, he set a franchise record with 115 receptions. The next closest Packers wide receiver had 33. That gap was the largest between any team's top two receivers in the entire league. And so let me bring the football crew in here this morning. And Booger McFarland, I will start with you. As you hear Davante Adams saying what he said yesterday to Colin, what thoughts go through your mind as far as the impact that has on the situation?
Well, Greeny, I think he understands how he gets to football. I think he understands that without Aaron Rodgers, his production is probably going to be limited or is going to slip. And guess what? He has every right to feel that way. When my circumstances change my opinion on whatever, I'm given the ability to change my opinion. So I think if you're Davante Adams, I think right now it's just like we all. Like he's in a wait and see mode right now. And if Aaron Rodgers is not in Green Bay's going to have to do something to convince Davante Adams that, hey, whoever the quarterback is, whether it's Jordan Love or whether it's somebody else, can get you to football, because Davante Adams is not at the beginning of his career. He's in the middle toward the end of his career, and you don't want to start over. You want to go with an established veteran quarterback that can get you to football, because Greeny, Chris Carter told you a long time ago, what are receivers about? Hey, they're about their numbers and their money. Okay, he's got his money, but from a number standpoint, he's got to have a quarterback that's got to get him to football. And if that's not Aaron Rodgers, then I'm pretty sure somewhere his camp is going to be like, hey, let's find somewhere else we can go to get our numbers.
Right, because as you see it on the screen, he's entering the final year of his current contract, so he's got some leverage as well. So, Mike Tannenbaum, if you're in the front office of the Green Bay Packers, a bad situation just got a whole lot worse. What impact on your thinking as a GM or the decision maker there does the star player like Adams coming out and saying what he said, what impact does it have?
It scares me to death, and here's why. It's the tip of the iceberg. All the players are looking at what's going on with Aaron Rodgers, and they're saying if he's unhappy, if the Packers, for whatever reason, aren't taking care of Aaron Rodgers, there's no way they're going to take care of me. And all the goodwill of getting Aaron Jones signed, David Bakhtiari signed, that all goes away in a second. And you guys bring up a great point. It's about his contract moving forward. And he's saying if Aaron Rodgers has to find greener pastures for whatever reason, I do too. And I'm not going to tie my future to Drew Lock, Jordan Love, or whoever the quarterback is. So I thought that was a really insightful comment. And I would be very nervous if I was the Packer front office hearing that.
I mean, so Jeff Darlington, there's one way of looking at this thing and saying everything may be coming apart at once here for the Packers. If Rodgers holds fast and he wants out, and all of a sudden Davante Adams is sort of suggesting that could suggest that he wants out, now we have ourselves a complete mess. What are you hearing from both inside and outside the organization?
Well, Greeny, when you have conversations with people around the league, they point to the role of Brian Gutekunst, and that is general manager. Take that literally, general manager. When you make a decision, it impacts everything else, and you have to manage all of it. When you draft Jordan Love, for instance, and it ticks off your Hall of Fame quarterback, then that's going to have a ripple effect of its own. Look, Jason Light managed to bring 22 starters back. Why do you think that happened? It happened because Tom Brady is the quarterback. Someone told me a long time ago about the NFL. It's exactly what Booger said. You know who people love? Not people who coach the best or play the best. People who make you the most money. It sounds cold, but it is true, and that will have a ripple effect across the organization. There's no question about it. Internally right now, the Packers are trying to figure this out because you've got the front office doing what they do, and you've got the coaching staff kind of throwing up their arms saying, when do we get a say in any of this? We got to coach these guys up.
To make my teammates effective, make the game easy for them. And I've been blessed with the ability to be able to play this game at a level that nobody else can play at. And I won't stop until I can't play no more.
Well, so here's the top 5 list now on most career triple-doubles. Westbrook at the top, Directly behind him, 3 Hall of Famers. LeBron James in 5th, obviously headed to the Hall of Fame. Everyone you see on your screen is headed to the Hall of Fame. Congratulations to Russell Westbrook. Meanwhile, another player on a tear is Steph Curry, and he was involved in the game of the night. Warriors, Jazz, Utah the number 1 seed in the West. Third quarter, Warriors up by 10. Steph Curry, you know he's Mr. Outside. How about Mr. Inside? Takes it to the hole. Warriors are pulling away, but hold on. $1:15 to go. Utah hanging around. What a quarter Jordan Clarkson had. In the fourth quarter, he scored 24 points all by himself. Jazz made 13 threes on the night. Utah, 2-point lead. 25 seconds to play. Same score. Steph looking for space. It's up. It's no good. He was only 3 of 13 from 3 on the night, but they keep it alive. Draymond, Steph, again. This time, he knocks it down. He would score 36. The big smile. One last chance for Utah. Inbounding. Down 3. 5 seconds to go. Clarkson for the win. Oh, no good. No good, not even close. He would score 41, but it's Golden State that emerges with a critical win, 119-116, as we look at the standings in the West approaching the end of the run. The Warriors currently half a game ahead of Memphis for the 8th seed. Right now, our analytics giving Golden State a 69% chance of playing the Lakers in the play-in tournament. And we could get used to this. Jay Will making his way over across the hall. KJZ, Coast to Coast, ESPN Radio. All right, lots to unpack. Let's start with Steph.
Yes.
Is he the MVP of the league?
No. Nikola Jokic. I've been saying it right now. I think Steph will be in my top 5 MVP candidates, but I will have Nikola Jokic and I have CP3. That's the way I would be doing my and Joel Embiid right there as well. I think Joel Embiid missing 20 games. Nikola Jokic not missing any games pretty much this year, averaging almost a triple-double, almost 50, 40, 90. For the way he's kept Denver in contention without Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic.
All right, that's fair. Then let me change the question. Is he the best show in the sport right now?
You're damn right. I'm paying every piece of money I have in my bank account to watch this guy play because what he's doing is prolific, and I give him so much credit. The fact that he's keeping his team in contention to be in the playoffs. Let's be honest, Draymond Green's having an incredible year. This is the best one-man show in basketball. What he's been able to do has been absolutely absurd with how he's carrying this franchise.
I agree, and they clinch at least getting into the play-in last night, so we'll see where it winds up going. Meanwhile, LeBron comes back tonight. Pretty interesting little regular season game against the surging Knicks. What do you expect from LeBron tonight?
Just continue to work into shape. Right now, like I tell everybody everybody's, oh, what's the panic meter? It's exponentially high for LeBron James and the Lakers. I'm like, calm down. As long as you get LeBron James back, get him into a good lather, make sure that his conditioning is to the point it needs to be. By the time you get to the playoffs, him and AD and the Lakers will be just fine, especially, mark this down, Greeny, if they see their Suns in the first round. Phoenix rejuvenates careers. We've seen them do this before. It will rejuvenate LeBron James.
Yeah, there's something about Phoenix that makes people rise from the ashes, if you will apologize for the pun, or at least I will. Okay, let's save the best for last. Here's the real question. Russell Westbrook.
Yes.
We talked about the accomplishment. We talked about the triple-doubles. How do we put him into some sort of historical perspective?
As it relates to the energy and the effort, I think that skill is probably the best attribute for him. What he's doing is incredible. And look, to break this record, Russell Westbrook is one of the best guards I've ever seen. But the reality of the matter is right now, I know Scott Brooks said he's probably the second best point guard to ever play the game. He's the 4th best point guard in the NBA right now. So to me, I have LeBron James, Stephen Curry, CP3, ranked as it relates to point guards ahead of Russell Westbrook. I don't think this demeans the talent of Russell Westbrook. And you could probably say, well, LeBron James really isn't a point guard. You and I both agree on this. I think he's been playing out of position most of his career. He is a pass-first mentality kind of guard. You tell me he's better than Steph. I don't think he's better than Steph. Tell me he's better than CP3. I don't know about that because I've seen CP3. He's incredible. Still my 4th best.
Is he better than Damian Lillard? See, that's the thing. He is the most complicated player in the world because he is at the same time ridiculously overrated and ridiculously underrated. It's impossible to put him into perspective because whatever you say about him, you can make the alternative argument.
Can I just say can I take them both? Can I take them both? I know that's not a hard stance, but it's
why not?
The mentality. I love both of them. That's why.
All right. On this program, you can take whoever you want.
Okay.
He is the Jay of KJZ, Coast to Coast, every morning on ESPN Radio. Thank you, Jay.
You got it, brother.
Meanwhile, superstars continue to be in the news in the NFL as well. No news from Aaron Rodgers with the Packers yesterday on their seemingly fractured relationship, but Rodgers' favorite target did weigh in an appearance on